Fans of hell and fans of spooky skeletons, welcome in. Today we're going to be doing Ghost Rider versus Spawn. I love both very much. Honestly, very strong characters. Very good. Their own stories are pretty decent depending on which iteration of each, right? But I honestly... Ow. Why? Damn it. I'm trying to make an intro here. If I have to choose one, right, knowing what I know about both lores, knowing what I know about both characters, I'd say I'm gonna go with Ghost Rider. And no, it's not just because of the penance stare that gets nerfed every iteration. No, I just think Ghost Rider will come out of this on top. It's from, you know, general hack strengths and stuff like that he pulled off. Now, I know Spawn's a big bruiser. I know he could take damage. I know he's gone boosted a lot. I know he's, you know, in one iteration, I'm pretty sure he's the ruler of hell in one iteration. But if we're doing max on both sides, which is like, I'm pretty sure what both, you know, what Death Battle does, then I think Ghost Rider should win. Probably. That being said, there's only one way for us to figure out, and that's by watching this Death Battle. I'm so excited. Let's go and just get into this.
Ghost Rider versus Spawn.
The Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to
It's
analyze
gotta
their
be.
weapons,
It's gotta be
armor,
Ghost
and
Rider.
skills to
It's
find
gotta
out
be
who
Ghost
would
Rider.
win a death battle. Johnny Blaze has always been a man possessed, chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson.
Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough wampa fruit to save him, Johnny turned to the only thing that could. Chemotherapy.
devil.
Oh!
To cure Crash's
Right.
cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto, king
Why
of the eighth
Mephisto?
layer of hell.
Oh, everybody.
Only for Crash to actually live up to his name right after.
But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the Spirit of Vengeance.
So Johnny Blaze lived up to his name and burst into Hellfire, an undead skeleton biker with a sick
I love the design. Such an awesome design.
A stuntman from hell. He called himself the Daredevil.
Sorry, Johnny, that name's taken.
Okay, then how about the Ghost Rider?
Yeah, there it is.
We definitely didn't forget that we named the character the same thing only 5 years earlier. All you.
The Ghost Rider was bad news for Earth sinners and scumbags.
Yeah,
He's strong enough
awesome
to pull
design,
down
awesome
skyscrapers,
powers.
blow
I
up
love it.
mountains, and cause earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries.
Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him.
It's not just his body. His whole arsenal is hellfire. Ghosty can create anything he can think of, from an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds, or a
Shotgun.
flaming missile barbed right out of his mouth. Life goals.
And he can imbue other objects.
Yeah,
with
there it
hellfire,
is, the
such
vehicle
as his
tuning.
Hell Cycle.
Oh, this badass bike can outpace Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can cross the universe in seconds.
Hellfire is a
Boy,
weapon in and of
is
itself,
fast.
whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky, or released from his...
Boner, Wiz. Get it?
That's a bad joke. Okay,
And it doesn't just
alright.
scorch flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can burn away your very soul.
This technique would be mastered by Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know,
Penance
the one
stare.
that burns your soul to smithereens
Yeah,
with just a
penance
look.
stare.
The penance stare.
The penance stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon others. Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is reflected back. A biblical punishment.
Obliterating your soul. It even works on other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are windows to the soul.
Really? I
so
did
the
not know
Ghost
that
Rider
one.
must be able to match his victim's gaze for the penance stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher. Supposedly because he didn't regret his actions.
This is the one they kind of nerfed it in a couple. Punisher should have 100% got it, but I guess, I guess writers, lore continuity, writers, continuity, lore continuity, writers, breaking the lore. What is gonna, it's just how it goes.
But it did work on him on other occasions.
Well, Johnny can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info,
Oh, damn.
or just show you the error of your ways.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
A classic Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Zarathos' strength is boundless. He can open up portals
Of
between
course.
dimensions, control the elements, pen and stare an entire city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Hell,
that's crazy. World War Hulk is already a feat in itself. Ghost Rider is so disrespected within the Marvel Universe. Absolutely. I agree with that. I 100%. He does get a lot of disrespect.
Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms.
Oh, wait, hold on. I should read this. Source of Ghost Rider's power, demonic physiology, nature manipulation, magical energy manipulation, other hosts, Alejandro Jones, the Hood, the Single Mother, Screamer, Danger, Craven, and the Brood, possibly an angel.
Mortal and immortal.
Hyperbole? Think again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before an army of Ghost Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance are legion.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of heavenly black.
Yeah, this is as far as I'm aware what I do know, right? They're basically God's wrath. That this summarizes what I do know, and yeah, okay. Also, Zarathos isn't an angel. He's a spirit with angelic and demonic power, since why he's the spirit of vengeance. Yeah, but as far as I'm aware, basically Ghost Riders were God's wrath in a way. This summarizes what I do know about the lore.
Black Ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both? Neither? Despite being one of the greatest entities in existence, it's unclear. What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got his revenge against that
Yeah.
big red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones. Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause omniversal Armageddon, fitting as his fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder.
And Galactus's fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal.
Yeah, bro's a problem in any way. He's literally just a kill switch in case God had to restart the universe again. Yes. The only thing is, the only problem I find is that Spawn comes from DC, right? And DC skating is higher. So,
Total cosmic annihilation.
So it was no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the total power of hell itself.
Nice.
Plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted
And
thing and just sends you straight
yeah.
to hell. No shot.
As they say though,
Spawn is in DC, but he's met with Batman. Oh, thought it was. Huh. Well, that's a me. Image Comics. Yeah, because I was thinking about that Batman one. I'm not gonna lie. So, I do know about some trivial lore about him, about how he overtook hell and the reason that he died, and he was bonded to. Well, not bonded. My bad. And his penance, well, not penance, but his suffering, and I love his design. But yeah, I have the Batman versus Spawn versus Batman comic. Ooh, that's cool, chat. That's cool. Yeah. Okay, that's on me. That's on me. I'll say that's on me.
Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil, feeding off of it, and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by Hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance. Always
I just
prowling
love
the
the fire
highways for the
shotgun.
evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
Maybe one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
Cause they sure as hell won't find any in his.
I'm gonna say real quick, they didn't really give us many feats. As in, like, they basically said, oh, this demon is said to be this strong, this demon is said to be this strong. I mean, they did say, but they haven't given this, like, singular, like, besides the earthquake one, they said a bunch of them got together to take over hell, or heaven. One of them did take over hell, and then start going after every demon, but there wasn't any, I don't know. Usually they say, oh, they did this thing, and that went 7 octillion tons, or something like that. That's enough to do. Like, I'm used to hearing that type of talking, so I'm surprised I didn't really hear any numbers being thrown out. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm surprised that I did not hear any numbers being thrown out.
Upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel of a gun.
Yeah, Soldier
painting
Origins.
the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia, the big, naked lord of the 8th circle of hell.
By their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies,
There
in
he
exchange
is.
for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's bud.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later. After his
I'm not surprised. The fact that Ghost Rider is able to kill Thanos without his penance there, because although he killed literally billions, he doesn't feel remorse for it. Yet the Avengers called Captain Marvel's trash ass. Ah, ta-da! Yeah. I also remember that one where Doom just like one shot Thanos by ripping out his spine. Where Doom was hanging out, and then Thanos showed up, and then Doom was like, "Do you have the Infinity Stones?" And it's like, "I don't need them to fight you." He's like, "Very well." Grabs him, rips out his spine, and that's it. It's over. He's like, "Oh well, oh well."
wife had already remarried and had a daughter.
There, you saw her. Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born the undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the way back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge, wizard, and despair.
Spawn would violently defend
Absolutely.
New York's downtrodden, while slowly uncovering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia.
He's strong.
He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time.
See, this is me. This is some powerful shit. I love that my chat's still talking about the penance nerfs. Yeah, the penance has weaknesses. We all know it has weaknesses. The writers had to have it make a weakness. This one-shot ability can't be always one-shot, because then we can't have comics. If you feel no remorse, have multiple eyes. I don't know about that one. I don't remember that one. Or you have a pure of heart. It won't work. Yep. I'm sure Death Battle will give them a full power of the stare. If it did, then it will. Or you blink. If you close your eyes, he's about to give you his pen and start. Yes, I just closed my eyes. It's like, nope, I'm not looking. I'm not looking, man. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm sorry. I'm not looking. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, man.
Speaking of time, he can fly so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people. He can even control and absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules and crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well,
Part of the
he
contract.
tried to do that, but Malbolgia cursed him so that he could only make himself... yeah.
It's petty trolling like that gets you a...
Yo, what's with that face though? Hey, bro's chin, jaw, like, bro. Spawn on the other hand is a fucking cheat code. I'd be surprised if Ghost Rider defeats him without any amount of ease. With any amount of ease. That's what I mean. I'm expecting Ghost Rider to win. But this is gonna be a high diff situation when I'm thinking, right? The handsome Squidward curse. No. The handsome Squidward curse.
Yeah.
It's petty trolling like that gets you a throne in hell.
To be fair, Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because he runs on necroplasm. Basically, hell juice.
You're not wrong.
The hell
Necroplasm
juice.
is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others.
And a cool
Spawn
design,
can
by the
absorb
way.
your evil and feed off of it. By simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you
Give
experience
you,
the full
yeah.
weight of your own sins, feeling every bit of pain you've ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
That's horrible.
Some sort of penance.
Penance
Though
stare.
Spawn's necroplasm
Like some
comes
sort
with
of penance stare.
Yeah, he's got unlimited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Yeah,
Though his
we
greatest
love
weapon is the
weapons.
sentient being
Guns.
he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden.
Oh.
It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also the souls of a million sinners, including every one of Hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha is
little
constantly
dash.
evolving. It can act independently
A little dash of vampire, a little dash of the people you murdered, a little dash of the original sin, you know, a little bit of everything makes it all come together.
to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most potent weapon Hell has ever created.
It even helped Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has managed to survive this in the past. No, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own... how do I put this?
Madness.
Stupidity.
So
Stupidity?
Spawn
Never
fought
mind.
this angel lady,
Never mind.
Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a
Breaking
mysterious
it?
angel
Don't
weapon
wait,
that
did it?
hurts
No
him,
way, no
he
way.
just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed. Until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
There we are, good as new. That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest as Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic
Cool.
clown, and even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered other
What?
Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Malvosia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with Heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason Malbolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and
Wow.
all his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to hell and
I just think it's funny they made him. They was like, hey, I'm gonna make a contract with this guy, right? The demon. Let me give him hell's greatest cape. You know, one of the greatest weapons, and let's hope he doesn't turn on me. You know, he's gonna follow an order. He's following a little couple orders. I think we'll be fine. Wait, Spawn did what now? He's done a lot of stuff.
Boshia's head off with a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality. Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of hell.
As king, Spawn is literally a part of hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other hell lords like Mammon and Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the tree of life, Spawn became truly divine,
there he is.
capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated
Spawn
the Earth.
respawned as a kid.
Good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human. But he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can angstily brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Nah, he just needs to be sellable action figure. They can't let him go.
So if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
Uno reverse.
This battle is sponsored by DraftKings.
I honestly, it's not looking good for Ghost Rider.
Data through all possibilities.
It's not looking good for Ghost Rider, chat. It's not looking good for Ghost Rider, chat. Not at all. I'm not gonna lie. It is not looking good for me.
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Oh, God.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me.
It's not gonna go good for my boy, Ghost Rider at all. Honestly though, both are peak designs.
Personal vengeance calls.
Come on! Come on! Come on, Ghost Rider!
Earned your damnation.
You're using it way too early. It's not gonna work. You're using it way too early for it to work. It's not gonna work! Ah! God damn it. Yeah, no, I don't think this is gonna work. Ghost Rider! Come on, please! No, not the fire truck. Oh, bro, Spawn hasn't even used his strong stuff yet. That's the thing. Oh, come on. Ghost Rider. You're using too much strong stuff. By the time he uses some stronger shit. Oh, he's going straight to angel mode. All right.
The vestments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Okay, alright. Come on, Ghost Rider. Peak, though. This is all peak. Alright. Chains. He's gonna break them. Oh no, they broke his wings.
Simmons, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul.
Ooh. He's come back from. Oh.
I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's really been shown lore that this works against a Ghost Rider. No. Ah!
Nothing personal, asshole.
I do it. 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 I do it.
Damn! Literally. This was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility.
I do
Let's
it.
break this down into 4 categories.
First up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and
Ah,
Galactus, who can threaten all
yeah.
of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider
Okay.
may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so
I
relies
get
on his
it. I
invincibility.
get
The
it.
ultimate dream power for a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison. Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
And resistance
So with
is,
his
yeah, that's where
invincibility, way
less
greater
resistance
power
is.
and the
Less
ability to scorch
resistance
your
then.
soul to
Ah.
nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the penance stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to
Yeah, he's
undo
just gonna
his
come
own
back.
inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God
You're
and
just
Satan.
immortal,
so how do
sir.
you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos could.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before.
Yeah.
Like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are
Yep,
bonded in the first
okay.
place is because Zarathos' soul.
Ah, is what I mean. This is what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I'm not even mad that Spawn won. Good for Spawn. I'm just mad that they do Ghost Rider this dirty. I'm not even surprised, but this wasn't even close to their limits, by the way. I'm aware. I'm aware. This feels a little shorter. I wanted like an extra minute to the fight.
Was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The damnation stare, on the other hand, actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers,
Yeah.
which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge.
Yeah, okay,
Zarathos
okay,
was
fine,
almost unbeatable,
fine,
a massive
fine,
power
right, fine,
advantage,
we're good here,
soul
we're good here.
destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything.
Yeah, we just couldn't beat it. Also, Dota, thank you very much for the community sub. I thank you for the gifted. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Still, Ghost Rider, far stronger, matching speed, and capable of killing Spawn. Yeah, that's what I mean. If bro's just immortal, there was never a fight. He'll get some popularity back in Marvel Rivals. It's not even important. But if bro's just literally, I don't mean it like, oh, he has immortality and the power. No, if he's literally immortal, as in he literally, no matter what happens to him, cannot die, then what's the whole point of the fight if we knew it from the beginning, you know? As Rita, wonderful to being separated from Zatharos. Spawn Murphy's style can regenerate from anything. Yeah, multiple ways to bypass Riders' immortality, matching speed far weaker. Either way.
Ronadon, and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spawn.
Not even surprised.
Next time on Death Battle.
Plus, Spawn gaining holy powers meant he had the power of the Pokemon type advantage. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, who's next time? Oh my god, no, 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 no. I don't know how I feel about this one. If we're going for full power, this is kind of hard to say. Wait a minute. Because the other one could affect your soul right away, right? And a domain might get him, but that's if he gets it right off the bat. And he has gotten a quarter domain, or not quarter, but like a quarter second off the bat domain expansion. But Zukaraki, the thing is, this guy has way more like strength, and we're talking about where he fused with 1 for all for 1. He definitely has the power, versatility, and probably I'd say not defense. Well, with defense in general, physical combat compared to the other one. The other one's a punching bag. Regular strength is going to be able to hurt the other guy. I forgot his name from JJK. But the only thing I see about this that could go wrong, and the reason this guy would lose, is the fact that the other guy can manipulate the very soul very easily. But no, it's not. It's not gonna win. Never mind. I forget. If you're really strong-willed, it takes more than one touch for it to affect you, and they're probably gonna use that as a way for this guy to win. Now I think he's winning. He's winning. He's probably gonna win. He's probably gonna win. Anyways, back to the actual one we're talking about here. Let's see what the comments gotta say. Yeah, Zathros being dependent on a human host is the biggest weakness because the human host can die and you put him in a jar. Absolutely. I'll be damned. Yes, you will. Okay, Ghost Rider vestments cannot. The holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid. The most fun thing ever. What it be? Let me see. Okay, no, I'm not really seeing anything I should read. That's very specifically interesting. But all right. Well, that was that. That was fun. Well, that was fun. That was great. I'm sad I keep losing these. I'm not gonna lie. I rarely win any of these, to be honest. But that's fine. I'm enjoying this. That was just a fun watch. I'm just a fan of the both, and I'll be honest. I didn't really care who won. It sucks that I lost, but you know, I either one wins. I'm completely fine with that. You know. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and as always, the original video is gonna be in top of the description down below. And I will catch you guys next time, YouTube. Bye bye.